Hey bosses, Ella here, and this episode is going to be super short because I am in that, now plug your ears dudes if you don't want to hear it, I am in that chocolate loving time of the month, which means I'm spending a good portion of the day eating chocolate, taking ibuprofens, and napping. So you're not getting the full episode for that reason, and for one other reason, but I'm going to do a little intro. Okay. That's what you get. Homemade audio intro to Author Like a Boss. This is the Author Like a Boss podcast. Okay. The other reason is I was chatting recently with somebody and she was like, well, who listens to your podcast? And I was like, I don't know for sure. Like I have an idea in my mind and I've definitely run into a few of you over the course of time. Like you come into my group, my Facebook group, the Author Like a Boss Facebook group, and I sometimes in other groups where I'm like, here's an episode that I think would be pertinent to you, person who's asking a question, and then somebody else will respond and be like, I love your podcast. I'm always like, whoa, because here's the thing about a podcast, you guys, is you know me, but I don't really get to know you, and it's super sad. Because have you ever run into somebody famous? Like, okay, so I was going to an event that Tim Ferriss was speaking at, and I had to use the restroom right before it started. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to have to go to the bathroom during the event. So let me go just pop out, use the restroom, and then pop back in so I don't have to go in the middle of it. Well, as I was popping out, as I was popping back in, so I was walking back into the venue, Tim Ferriss was just getting there to do his part, the speaking. And I was like, oh, hey. You know, like, oh, hey, like, hey, I know you, but he doesn't know me. Like, I had read his stuff. I'd listened to his podcast for a while. I had read his blog for a while, but he had no idea who I was. And it was really weird because I'm like, I feel like I know you, but then I realized he doesn't know me, even though I say, oh, hey. And that's how it is with you guys. Like, you guys could know me because I'm pretty straightforward and upfront and open. But I don't get to know you, which is a bummer, and which I want to change. Because when somebody was like, so who's listening to your podcast? I was like, I don't know. And I want to know. I want to know you guys. I want to know who you are. And because it'll help me give you better stuff. It'll help me pick my better interviewees, and and ask better questions, and just get to know you. Like, I care about you. I can't believe, I'm so blessed to have you listening. Like, there's times that I'm like, I can't even believe that people are listening to this. Especially when I do when I'm in a sad mood or I'm having a rough time and I do one of my rough time episodes, I'm like, oh my heavens. So anyways, so if you're still listening, I set up a survey. Okay, I set up a survey so that I can get to know you. And it's really short. It's mostly multiple choice questions, but it's enough for me to kind of get a sense of who you are and why you listen and what you like about the podcast. And then it is anonymous if you want it to be. It's anonymous if you want it to be, but there's an option that where you can, share who you are and tell me, give me your name and maybe a little bit about yourself. So, but it's a short survey, and that survey is at authorlikeaboss.com/survey. Really, really complex. Yeah, and I do ask that you please fill it out. I really do want to get to know you. I really want to know who is listening. And thank you. Maybe do a shout out if some people let me know who's listening, if you let me know who you are. But yeah, you're important to me. You're very important to me. Like, I mean, I have fans and I don't know who they are. And I really, really want to know. This isn't the kind of thing where like, It's not the kind of thing where like I'm a pop star or something, or I can go do live music and then go out and see you in the audience. You know, the audience is very invisible. And so, like I can't see you guys and I want to. This is your opportunity to give me a chance to see you. I mean, I'm sure there will be other opportunities, but this is, you know, this is the one that's right now. So I would love to, if you came to fill out my survey, authorlikeaboss.com/survey. And there'll be fun times. It will be fun times. Reach out. I want to know you a little bit about your story and why you listen so that I can help you become an empowered 6-figure indie author. Okay. And that's it. That's this whole thing. This whole episode, because I am going to go back and eat a Trader Joe's chocolate lava cake now with a little bit of ice cream and cuddle with a kitty on my lap, because that's about the pace of where I'm at today. Okay. Thank you guys so much. I am sending you hugs and virtual chocolate lava cakes for any of you who happen to need it today. And I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. Hugs and happy authoring here at Author Like a Boss.